Camelot 331 here, and I'm talking about a company I haven't talked about in a hot dang minute, and that is Guitar Center. Okay, Guitar Center's been struggling for years, and it looks like they found a way, maybe forward, a path forward, if you will. And I guarantee you can't guess what it is. I used to frequent Guitar Center a lot because I like to play music. All right, it's one of the things I like to do. Okay, so that being said, I went into Guitar Center about 3 days ago. And there was not a single employee there. And I'm pretty sure I wasn't supposed to be there. But there was a lot of people there, like customers. And they were all just like standing in line, waiting around, looking around. And there was no one there. But people were like, came up and asked me, they're like, hey, do you know where I check out? Where do I check out at? There was just no employees. It was pretty freaking weird. You could have stolen anything you wanted to. I'm going to be honest. Don't do that, but I'm saying it's possible. Which means they're understaffed. That's what this means. But that's neither here nor there. But they're doing something insane to their employees, making it not worth it to work there anymore. And also, I have a message I'm going to read you at the very end that is disgusting. It's unrelated to the employees' grievances, kind of, but it's gross, and I don't talk about them a lot, so we got to get it in there. So before we get into that, please share this video. I am shadow banned as hell, and it helps your boy a lot if you share this. Also, follow my locals. It's in the description below in the link tree. Get the hell on it, doggone it, and I'll play music for you in exclusive streams there. So let's go ahead and jump into the employee messages because I have a bunch of messages from employees, a lot of them actually, and we're going to look at a group of Guitar Center employees. So let's go ahead and jump into the first one real quick. So what is Guitar Center's path forward? How does it affect the employees? Well, check this out right here. You're about to find out. So this message right here says, there's a new corporate-wide change where Guitar Center employees are being required to work even harder by selling nearly 3 times what they were required to sell before. This is basically stealing money from these associates and making them go on an hourly rate so they can get paid less. Shocking. But the problem with that is they'll end up firing people for not hitting the unattainable goal and all the associates in the store. Shocking. Sounds like a lot of other companies. There are a few people who can hit those numbers, but it's 1 out of 20, and it really depends on your location. It seems they're aiming to push people out who have tenure, who are paid more, and hire new people and make it an hourly job rather than commission. And a lot of associates rely on this commission that they already work hard for. They have to compete with their store leads who are full-time, get a slight increase in hourly pay but no commission, and are required to be at that 2 to 3% mark every month. That position alone steals commission from these guys, and most leads hate their position because it's an overworked and severely underpaid position. They're assistant managers with keys who act as managers but need to sell like a sales associate and gain nothing but a sub $200 bonus. So there is something you're going to hear in these next messages called SPH, which is sales per hour, and that's how these employees were getting their commission. So I want you to go ahead and understand what that means. SPH, spaghetti pie hair. That's what we're looking for. SPH is sales per hour. So we're going to go through messages from the actual Guitar Center private group. Okay, and these are Guitar Center employees. So check this out right here. So remember the previous message we got from the gentleman? Okay, let's go a little bit deeper into the dive. It says, 6 months ago, full-timers got promoted to part-time and lost their benefits. Now this. Like, as a person who busts his ass at Guitar Center and generally has great metrics, I feel like this is kind of just shows how valued myself and other people actually are. And unfortunately, my response to that is, welcome to the new world of retail where you don't damn matter. This person says, that's how I got fired. I continue to schedule over the allotted hours to keep my people making enough to pay their bills. Guitar Center is going down even faster. This dude says, I didn't even know that. It sucks because my management is cool and they've been here for me, but I don't know. I was never a shill for Guitar Center, but I've always tried to look at a positive side. But after these last 6 months, just don't think it's possible anymore. As someone who works only like 1 day a week, mainly to keep the discount, this affects me only in the way that instead of getting a $5 commission check, I'll only get a $0 commission check. But I'm so mad for my coworkers who bust their asses for it. Yeah, because they're getting paid $0 now. It's essentially a giant pay cut. That's what it is. It's a giant pay cut. This is a very important one. This one says, check my math. If you are maintaining 3 commission at $500 sales per hour. And now the same sales number has you maintaining 2% commission or taking a pay cut of $5 an hour. $5 an hour! Holy shit! Commission was once $15 per hour on top of the hourly rate, now $10. So they actually cut their pay as well. This is rough, man. This person says, February is about to be the highest turnover a Guitar Center has ever seen. I've only ever gone under 3% once and can barely pay my bills. Now I have to do $6,000 a day? Whoo, Lord, son. And the unfortunate truth is, Guitar Center will just let these people go they don't care. They'll let them go. And they'll just hire people in at a lower hourly rate. And then Guitar Center wins in the end. It's how it goes. But that's what's going on at Guitar Center. But I want to conclude with a story that is disturbing as all hell. You guys ready for this? Let's just jump right into it. It says, as a kid, Guitar Center was one of my favorite places to visit, and I'd always wanted to work there. I was very excited when I became a store lead last month. However, that dream was quickly destroyed and disrespected. In my short time being there, I was constantly made to feel unsafe in more ways than one. Monkey Mans. That's not Monkey. That name's terrible. Monkey Mans. The new soon-to-be customer service manager was constantly making inappropriate comments to me and other employees. In front of another employee, he told me that I'd secretly signed my rights away to my firstborn child and was obligated to have at least 17 children so he could have had the right one. As a non-binary African-American person, I felt insulted, to say the least, that a white dude was telling me how many children I had to have. And that he and other people at Guitar Center had the right to them. Man, this is... Monkey Man. This dude's a trip already. Wow. Just yesterday, an employee came in sick and asked if he could leave early. Monkey would not let him go home, and when I suggested sending him home, his response was that he didn't believe in sending people home when they were sick. With the C virus, the COVID, and new sickness still going around, I feel that it's even more important to allow an employee to go home when they're not feeling well. Not to mention, mostly everybody working there has tested positive for COVID at some point. The store is never clean and nothing's ever sanitized. Everything's gross. That makes a lot of sense too. That sounds like if Moki was in charge, that makes a lot of sense. In addition to the unsafe work conditions, Moki was constantly pressuring me to ignore Guitar Center's no overtime policy, stating that because he stayed late, I should too. He's constantly going into overtime and told me he pretends it's an accident, but does it on purpose because he feels that he isn't getting paid enough and no one can do anything about it because he could just take Alex's, the district manager's, job. Well, damn, Moki. Moki could just take the job. Why has he not done it yet, by the way? Moki. He constantly ignored the rules set in place. On my very first day, he told me and another employee that he sells the guitars that he purchases with his discount to make extra money. My God. Sounds like egg, man. He was constantly treating me like he was my boss, even though we had the same title. Additionally, he admitted to likely running off the last person in my position who only stayed 2 weeks, and Moki was constantly jealous of me receiving standard training. He even admitted that he liked to see me struggle and would regularly remind me of this when I asked questions as a very new employee. There are only a few instances of disrespect. In conclusion, Moki Mans is an entitled, incompetent, underhanded fool. Guitar Center is the dying husk of its former self, and I'll no longer be working there or putting my life or integrity at risk. You can find my store keys heading next to a dusty register in the rentals department. God dang, Monkey. What is wrong with you, Monkey? And the crazy part is, people like that will continue to work there. Egg did similar stuff. He would steal money. Dude, he'd pull stuff from the register. He would assault people. He would play games on the clock and let people just get mad and walk out in lines and lines and droves of people. He would have prostitutes. He would have the hookers in the back room, dude. And he worked there for 12 or 13 years, even longer than my goofy ass. So Guitar Center is a trash-ass place. It's on fire, and all they're doing is lowering pay even more to the only people that bring the company profit, which seems to be the damn way forward for all companies nowadays. If I was working there, I'd get the hell out. Thank you so much, my boy, for messaging me and giving me info, and thank you guys so much for watching this video. Please share it. It's very important to maybe make a difference to these people's lives. I've released conference calls before that made positive changes on companies. If you share this video enough, maybe it can bring one as well. Get on it, doggone it. Bye. Yeah. Ooh.